Bueno, gracias. Bueno, buenos días a todos. Good morning. My name is Yolanda Chavarro. We're going to have our PAC, and all of you are welcome to this activity. I invite you to participate actively and to use your microphones in the different activities. So what we are going to do today is use dialogues or conversations in order to practice and review. Remember what you have learned in different environments at school, well, in your life. Now, so what is our agenda today? What we are going to do is to work on greetings, spelling names, personal information, who am I, my routine, and if we have time, we are going to do one of these activities that are role cards. ¿Ok? Entonces, vamos a trabajar diferentes actividades de saludos, cómo deletreamos, diálogos compartiendo o preguntando nuestra información personal, practicaremos el uso de preguntas sí o no, y con el verbo to be y las rutinas. Y si tenemos un tiempito, vamos a finalizar con una actividad practicando todo lo que repasemos durante estas actividades, a lo largo de las actividades. Entonces, los invito a que participen activamente. Es más algo como de interacción con ustedes. Entonces, lo voy a hacer en inglés y de pronto diré algunas cosas en español. Entonces, bueno, let's start here. And we are going to start with greetings. And my first question is, how do you greet? ¿Cómo saludan? If you want, open your microphones, use the microphone or on the chat. On the chat, how do you greet? ¿Cómo saludamos? Si quieren, escriban en el chat, por favor. Good morning. Yes, thank you, Juan Pablo. Okay, good morning, Edward. Exactly. Hello, right? Okay, yes, so we have different, hi, exactly, hello. And there are different ways to greet. And I'm going to share with you a chart with different expressions that we use for greeting and the responses. Good morning, exactly. Nice to meet you. That's the first moment. Okay, well, hi, that's good. Informal hi or hello. So I'm going to read here the information, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how nice to see you, hello, hello and hi, that they are similar, yes, informal. And my questions, how are you? How do you do? How are you doing? Okay, well, so the responses, here we have good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, it's been so nice. Hello, fine, thanks. How do you do? Not bad, or hi. Depends, yes. So good morning, hi, that's my response. Or good afternoon, hello, how are you? Hello, how do you do? Okay, now I'm going to share with you a conversation. This conversation is practicing greetings. Una conversación para que practiquemos saludos. As you can see, the conversation is between two people, Mrs. Adams and Paul. Yes, so Mrs. Adams, and here we have the conversation. So I need a volunteer, one person who wants to speak. Okay, a volunteer. Let's see the chat. ¿Algún voluntario? Necesito un voluntario. Quien quiera leer conmigo. Ok. ¿Tu nombre, por favor? ¿Algún voluntario? Un voluntario, por favor. Okay. Edward, do you want to be a volunteer? Yes? Okay, very good. Thank you, Edward. Now, Edward, you are going to be Paul and I am going to be Mrs. Adams, yes? And we are going to read the lines, okay? So, hello, I'm Mrs. Adams.
Mrs. Adams, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
Great, thanks. Thank you, Edward. A different person. We need other volunteer. Other person who wants to read the conversation with me. Otro voluntario. A ver quién veo y pues lo invito a ver si quiere participar en esta conversación. Ok, Román. Ok, Román, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, now, Roman, you are going to be Paul and I'm going to be Mrs. Adams, yes? Okay, so I'm going to start. Hello, I'm Mrs. Adams.
Hello, Mrs. Adams. I'm Paul. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
Great, thanks. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Quédate ahí, que me vayas a ir, Román. Entonces, ¿ahora qué vamos a hacer? Tenemos unas palabras que están subrayadas y lo que vamos a hacer es usar nuestra información personal y usar otras expresiones que queramos de estas que nos ofrecen acá. ¿Listo? So we are going to replace the information. We are going to replace the information. And here we are going to use our own names. Like I am Miss Chavarro, Mrs. Chavarro. And here, Roman. Okay? Roman, is the activity clear?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, remember that you can replace. For example, instead of hello, I'm going to use good morning. Okay? And in your case, you replace information with your personal information. Okay, let's start. Good morning, I'm Mrs. Chavarro.
Good morning, Mr. Chavarro. I'm Roman. Nice to meet you.
Okay, good to meet you too.
How do you do? No?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, fine, thanks. Fine, thanks. Very good. Thank you, Roman. Well done. Now, I need two more people. Now, not one person. I need two people, two students. Necesito dos estudiantes. Let's check the chat if we have here volunteers. Okay. Dos personas. Two people who want to participate.
A ver, ¿quién va a apoyar a la profe? Ya está Román. ¿Quién más quiere? María José, tú estabas aquí con nosotros. O Laura.
De pronto para recordarles, en la parte inferior está el micrófono y si lo tienen con una línea roja es que está cerrado. Entonces pueden habilitarlo ahí en la parte inferior izquierdo, para que puedan participar con la profe.
Ok, thank you. ¿Tenemos voluntarios quienes quieran participar en esta actividad?
Chicos, anímense.
Es simplemente practicar. Vamos a practicar y recordar lo que hemos visto de inglés, ¿ok? Edward, ¿quieres unirte? Tengo a Edward. Edward. Ok.
Bueno, ¿qué hay que hacer, profe? Yo te apoyo con Román.
Bueno, entonces, lo que vas a hacer, I'm going to tell you. So, what you have to do is like, again, you are going to take this. You're going to be Mrs. Adams, not in this case, I don't remember your last name, Montoya?
Sí, profe.
Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. So what you are going to do is just read this conversation, and you have to replace the information that it's underlined using these expressions or others that you want, and using your personal information, okay?
Okay.
Yes? Okay. Roman?
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to have the conversation with Mrs. Patricia, Mrs. Montoya, okay?
Hmm?
Ready?
Hello, I'm Mr.
Okay.
Roman.
Okay, I'm ready.
Perdón, me perdí.
Again. Okay, start again.
Hello, I am Mrs. Roman.
Mrs. Montoya.
I am Mrs.
The,
Montoya. Man.
hello, Mrs. Montoya. I'm Roman. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Te toca.
How nice. How nice to see you, Mrs. Patricia.
Great fun.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, we are going to continue now with the next activity. And here, what we have is a conversation, and the conversation is not organized. So we have the components, but we don't have the information organized. Number one is giving for you. It's a conversation between three people. That's important. A, B, and C. Three people in the conversation. Okay, so in the first one, we have the words you, hi, are, Thomas, and how. And we have to arrange the information. So the first one finally is, hi, Thomas, how are you? Hi, Thomas, how are you? So in the second one, we have thanks, great, you are how. Okay, now organize the words, organize the words. Look that we have here a period, we have a comma, and we have a question mark. Type on the chat. Escriban en el chat cómo quedaría esta información organizada. This one. Thanks, great, you. Type on the chat. Exactly. Okay, so Roman says, Edward says, great, thanks. How are you? Roman, great, thanks. How are you? Okay, good. Let's check. Now we're going to check the information. And so we have here, oh, sorry, I'm going back. Great, thanks. How are you? Now the second one, look at the second one. The second, or the information in the red line, it says here, is friend fine this my Sally? How would you organize this? Type on the chat. This information, organize this. Is friend fine this? Okay, Edward says fine, this is my friend Sally. Okay, how about the information C? Nice, you, me too. How would you organize this? Nice, you, me too. Okay, so Luis Alfonso says, great, thanks. How are you? Roman, nice to meet you. Okay, nice to meet you. Well, and finally, we have here, hello, you, nice, I'm to Thomas meet. How would you organize that? Nice to meet you. Hello. Roman says, nice to meet you. Hello. Hello, I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Okay. Now we're going to have a look to the final responses here, to the whole conversation. Okay. Now look at the information. So we have here, hi Thomas, how are you? Great, thanks. How are you? Fine. This is my friend Sally. Nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's the way that we organize these lines. Okay, so we need 3 people here, or 2 people to practice, 2 students. It's nice to meet you. So we have, I need 2 students to practice. Roman and one more volunteer, otro voluntario. Roman and we need one more person. Edward, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, sorry, I'm going back here. We are going to practice with this conversation. I am B, Roman is A, and Edward is C. Edward, you are C.
Okay.
Roman is A. Yes, Roman is A.
Okay.
I am B and Edward is C. Yes? Okay. Ready? So, Roman, you start.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Fine. This is my friend Sally.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you. Now let's switch roles. We're going to change. Okay? Edward, you are A, Roman is B, and I am C. Edward, you
Okay.
start. Yes?
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Fine. This is my friend Sally.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. I'm Thomas. Nice to meet you. Too.
Okay, so now we know our names. That is Edward, Roman, and Yolanda. Yes? And we're going to use our real names. Okay, so again, this is Edward, this is Roman, and this is me. Okay? Ready, Edward.
Hi, Roman. How are you?
Hi, Edward. Hi, Roman. Yes, sorry. Again.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Roman. How are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Fine. This is my friend.
Continue, Edward.
Fine. This is my friend Yolanda.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. I am Roman, and nice to meet you.
Exactly, perfect.
I gotta change the name because, yeah, okay.
No, well, but you said Roman, that's okay. I'm Roman, nice to meet you. Yes, that was okay. That was perfect. ¿Tenemos más voluntarios? ¿No? ¿Voluntarios? 2 o 3 voluntarios? ¿Quienes quieran participar? Vamos a ver el chat. No. Okay, great, thanks. No. Okay. Well, now let's continue with the next activity. And in the next activity, what we are going to do is to practice spelling. Okay. So spelling is like we start reading the letters, no? S, P, E, L, L, I, N, G, N, A, M, E, S, okay? We are going to practice spelling with a conversation. And here is the conversation. Okay, well, so in the conversation we have, what's your name? I'm Sarah Taylor. Is that S-A-R-A-H? Yes, that's right. How do you spell your last name? Taylor. Okay, so we are going to practice with our names spelling. Yes, spelling the alphabet. Okay, well, Edward, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
Edward, you are, I am A and you are B, okay?
Okay.
Now, what's your name?
I'm sorry. With Sarah Taylor or
Yes,
with my
at the
real
moment
name?
with this, at the moment with this conversation,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Sarah Taylor.
Is that S-A-R-A-H?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
T-A-E. I don't
Y.
remember.
Y. Yes.
Y-L-O-R.
Yes, very good. Now let's switch. We are going to switch. Now I'm going to be B and you A, right?
Okay.
Ready, start.
What's your name?
I'm Sarah Taylor.
Is that S-A-R-A-H?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
Taylor. Okay, now let's use our real names. Use our real information. Again, you start.
What's your name?
Excuse me, I'm Yolanda Chavarro.
Is that Y-O-L-A-N-D-A?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
Chavaro. Okay, very good, Edward. Now, I like you to practice this, Roman and Edward, or we have volunteers. Do we have volunteers? Let's check. Or volunteers to participate. Volunteers who want to join this activity. Okay, Roman and Edward, have this conversation. Okay, we have somebody in the chat. Yes. Okay, so Roman and Edward. So you are A and Edward is B, yes? And use your own information, your personal information. Okay, start.
What's your name?
I'm Edward Escobar.
It's E-D-W-A-R-D
Yes, that's right.
or no?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
E-S-C-O-B-A-R.
Okay. Okay, very good. Pronounce here spell.
Spell.
Yes, spell. That's the
Spell.
Okay, very good. Now, stay there because you are going to do one activity here. Yes, Romana and Edward. Now, I'm going to share with you names of different people. Henry Ford, just to practice spelling. Now, how would you do this conversation with Henry Ford? Have the conversation using this name.
I don't understand. What's the question, teacher?
Yes. Here we have this conversation, yes?
What is your name?
Okay, hold on and we explain to Edward. 1 second. So here we have this conversation, but in this conversation, the name is Sarah Taylor. Now, instead of Sarah Taylor, we are going to use this name, okay? To practice spelling.
Okay.
Yes? Okay. So Roman is A and Edward B? Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Roman.
What is your name?
I'm Henry Ford.
It's that H-E-N-R-I?
Why?
Why?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
F-O-R-D.
Okay, perfect. We are going to ask if somebody, vamos a preguntar si hay otros voluntarios o si no les doy el otro nombre a ustedes. Bueno, vamos a ver. Tenemos otros voluntarios, quienes quieran participar. Chicos, ¿se quieren unir? Necesitamos 2 personas. Okay. Well, so we are going to continue with Roman and Edward, yes? And I'm going to share with you a different name, okay? Now, this one. Now, let's switch. Now, Edward is going to be, I think, Edward, now you're going to be A and Roman B, yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
I am John Hamilton.
Is that J-O-H-N?
Yes, that's right.
How do you spell your last name?
H-E-M-I-L-T-O-N.
Okay, very good, yes. Well, how do you spell this? Remember how we spell this letter?
Why?
Y, exactly. Okay, very good. We're going to move to the next one. Exactly. Move to the next activity. And here we had some more names, but not many students that we have for participating. So we're going to move to the next activity. Yes. Now, in our next activity, here we have like asking for personal information or sharing our personal information. Now, the information is not complete, but we have here the 5 questions. Roman, could you please read the questions?
What?
Could you please read the questions, the information?
Okay. What is your name? What's your last name?
Last name.
Last name. How old are you? Where are you from? What's your occupation?
Okay. And we are going to have the conversation using how would we complete this? So if you want, type on the chat. Yes, I'm going to open the chat, check the chat. For the first question, what's your name? Write the responses to the first question. Okay, Lorena, my name is Lorena. Andres, okay. My last name is Herrera, Laura, Ricardo. Okay, well, now for question number 2, what's your last name? Type on the chat. Type on the chat, let's check. Your last, Roman is a last name. Okay, and your first name is Andres. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. My last name is Chavarro. Okay, very good. How about question number 3? How old are you? Complete this sentence. I am. Type on the chat.
Madre, ma.
Okay, good. Lorena, I'm 33 years old. Thank you. More people. How old are you? I am 18 years old.
Okay, es que no tengo aquí un...
Okay. I'm 17. That's Juan Pablo Castillo. Okay, good. Well, and question number 4. Where are you from? Complete this. I'm from. Lorena is
Pero como entra por acá, solo entra los audios.
No.
Sí.
Okay, where are you from? Type the chat.
Pues es que no sé por dónde me están escuchando.
Okay.
¿Será
I
que
am
televisor tiene
Rosa, Janita. Yes. Laura, where are you
No.
from? Laura is from Junín. Okay, from Venecia. My name is Luis. Luis is here as well. Okay, and question number 5. What's your occupation? I am a teacher. And you? What's your occupation? What's your activity? Type on the chat. Okay. I am a student. Juan Pablo Castillo. Okay. More responses. What's your occupation? A student as well. Lorena. Laura is a student. Welcome to the activity. Laura, Lorena. Okay, very good. Well, so now what we're going to do is to answer this information. Laura and Lorena, would you like to have this conversation? Laura y Lorena, ¿quieren hacer esta conversación? Yes? Let's check here. Comments. Yes? Ok, Laura. Laura, ¿te gustaría hacer esta conversación? ¿No tienes audio? Lorena no tiene audio. Bueno, entonces vamos a hacer esta conversación y la vamos a hacer entre Román y Edward. Román and Edward, have this conversation using your personal information, okay?
Okay.
Román, you start with the questions and Edward with the responses, yes? Okay, go ahead. Román? Román, ¿estás ahí?
Se me cierra la aplicación, toca volver a entrar a la conferencia y me vuelvo un 8. ¿Qué me preguntaste?
Tú vas a dar las respuestas y Román te va a hacer las preguntas, ¿ok? Edward, bueno.
Ah, vale, listo.
Okay, ready.
What's your name?
My name's Edward.
What is your
Last?
what is your last name? What
It's
is your last name? Oof.
It's Escobar.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
Hey, where are you from?
I'm from Bogota City.
What's your occupation?
I'm an instructor.
Okay.
Okay.
An instructor. An instructor. Perfect. I'm an instructor. Yes. Now change roles, switch roles. Now, Edward, you ask the questions to Roman. Yes?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Roman. Okay.
My name is Andrés.
Okay.
Okay. What's your last name?
It's Roman.
How old are you?
I'm 22 years old. I am 22 years old.
Where are you from?
I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
What's your occupation?
I'm a student.
Okay, very good. Now here we can use contraction or no contraction. So in here we have the contraction I'm 22 years old. I'm from Ibagué. I'm a student. Yes, the same here. What's your name? Okay, very good. Remember something important is that when we ask about the years of a person, the age, always the response is with the verb to be, not have. Okay, so how old are you? I am 22. I'm 35. I'm 45. I'm 50. Yes? Always with the verb to be. Okay. Well, let's see. We have volunteers. Okay. Well. ¿Tenemos voluntarios quienes quieren hacer esta conversación? ¿Algún voluntario? Vamos a ver. Laura. Laura and one more person with Laura. Laura and Laura. Okay, Laura, I will do that with you. Yes, Laura? So,
Yes.
Laura, start. I'm going to ask you the questions and you give the responses. Okay, very good. What's your name?
My name is Laura.
What's your last name?
It's Ricardo.
How old are you?
I am 18 years old.
Where are you from?
I am from Junín.
What's your occupation?
I am a student.
Okay, very good. Let's see if we have a volunteer in the chat because no, it's about, okay. Well, very good. Thank you, Laura. Now we're going to continue with the next activity. And in this activity, here we have the information, 5 columns, yes, about personal information. And here we have the names, Yoko, Ronald, Brittany, Ralph. Last names, Chang, Bush, Jagger, and Fisher. H, what number is this? How do you pronounce this number? ¿Cómo se lee este número en inglés?
34.
34. And this number?
28.
28.
41.
Yes.
18.
And 18. Thank you. Now, origin. Origin we have here China, Denver, Scotland, and Germany. An occupation, writer, driver, nurse, and musician. Okay. Laura, how do you spell writer? ¿Cómo se letrea writer? ¿Cómo deletreamos writer? How do you spell writer? People, ¿cómo se deletrea writer? Okay, W-R-I-T-E-R. ¿Me están escuchando bien? ¿Sí? ¿Me confirman, por favor? Yes? Okay, thank you, Lorena. Okay, perfect. I thought, well, very good. Now, here we have this information about different people. Yoko is a woman, she. Ronald is he, a man. Brittany is she, and Ralph is he. Okay? And here what we are going to do is to ask the questions, but not using I am. We are going to talk about he or she. Okay? So for example, with Yoko, what is the first question? About the name. Type on the chat. Type on the chat the first question about Yoko. What is the question? Escriban la pregunta preguntando por el nombre de ella. ¿Cómo quedaría la pregunta? Escríbanla en el chat, por favor. ¿Ok? Escriban la pregunta en el chat. ¿Cómo se pregunta el nombre de ella? Okay, I'm going to type that for you. What's her name? Yes? What's her name? Okay. What's her name? ¿Hay algún micrófono que tenemos mucho ruido? Si quieren, silencienlo mientras tanto. Okay. Bueno, the second one. Here we have Ronald. What is the question about the name? What is the question? Type the question. Escriban la pregunta acerca del nombre de esta persona. Okay. So Lorena says, what's his name? A different person, more questions about the name of this person. Well, I'm going to type that. That's what's his name, okay? What's his name? And look at the difference. For she, the possessive is her. What's her name? And for he, the possessive is his name, his, okay? For she, I'm going to type that for you. She, possessive is her. And for he, the possessive is his, okay? Okay, ready. So what we are going to do is to ask the questions here. The first question is all about Yoko, all about Yoko, using this information. So the first question is, what's her name? Now, the second question, what is the question about the last name? About Yoko's last name, what is the question? Escriban en el chat la pregunta de Yoko para su apellido. ¿Cómo quedaría esa pregunta? ¿Cómo quedaría esta pregunta? What? Ok. Ok, Lorena, thank you. Vamos a revisar algo ahí y es que cuando usamos el apellido es parecido a la del nombre usando el posesivo. What is her last name? Okay, just add that. Thank you, Lorena. What is her last name? Okay, exactly. Yes. What is her last name? Good. What is her last name? Good, Luis. Thank you. What's her last name? How about the age? What's the question for the age, for the years of Yoko? What's the question? Type the question. ¿Cómo preguntamos la edad de Yoko? ¿Cómo nos quedaría esa pregunta? ¿Cómo preguntamos acerca de su edad? Okay, I'm going to type that. How old is she? Okay, how old is she? That's the question for the age of Yoko. What is, okay, yes, how old is she? How old is she? Yes, that's the question for the age. Okay, now, next one is origin. Well, and we're going to make the question about the origin of Yoko. What is the question? ¿Cómo preguntamos acerca de dónde es ella? ¿Cómo preguntamos de dónde es ella? Escriban en el chat, por favor. Type on the chat. Okay. I'm going to help you with the WH. Where? Continue with the question. Where is she from? Okay, that's the question about the origin. Where is she from? Exactly, Lorena. Thank you. Where is she from? Yes. Where? WH. Yes. Where is she from? Very good. Okay. Now, activity. What is the question about the activity or occupation? Yes. Yeah, Lorena. Okay, thank you. Okay, now what is the question about the activity or her occupation? Type on the chat. Escriban en el chat la pregunta acerca de la ocupación de Yoko. Y empiezo yo, les voy a ayudar un poquito. Entonces escribo what is the question? What is her occupation? What's her occupation? Okay. Well, now I need a volunteer. Lorena, do you want to help me? Exactly, Lorena. ¿Quieres participar conmigo en esta actividad, Lorena? Lorena. Ok. Lorena solo puede escribir. Laura. Es Laura Ricardo. Sí, ya me habías dicho, Lorena. Sorry. Laura, ¿quieres participar conmigo en esta actividad?
Vale, profe.
Okay, thank you. Now we're going to, I'm going to ask you the questions and you give the responses about Yoko, yes? Okay, using she or her. Okay, so what is her name?
Yoko, ¿cómo? Espera, me perdí.
Exactly, and you are going to use long sentences, okay? Her name is Yoko, okay?
Her is Yoko, o sea, digo el nombre, ¿sí?
Her name is Yoko.
Her name, okay.
Yes, her name, okay, ready. What's her name?
Her name is Yoko.
What's her last name?
Her name is Chang.
Her last name is Chang, yes. How old is she?
She 34. No sé, me perdí.
Yes, good, 34. Where is she from?
She from China.
From China, good. And what's her occupation?
His occupation white.
She's a writer. She repeats, she's a writer.
She is white.
She is?
She is white.
She is a writer, okay? She is a writer. We go here like, okay, she is a writer, the occupation. What's her occupation? She is a writer. Okay, very good, thank you. Well, Edward, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Edward. Now we're going to continue with Ronald. I'm going to ask you the questions and you give me the responses using the information on Ronald, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. So what's his name?
His name is Ronald.
What's his last name?
It's Bosch.
Bush, okay, thank you. How old is he?
He is 28 years old.
Where is he from?
He is from Denver.
Yes, and what's his occupation?
He's a driver.
Very good. Now you ask me the questions about Brittany. Yes?
Okay. What's her name?
It's Brittany.
What's her last name?
It's Jagger.
What is her age?
How old is she?
How old? Okay. Sorry. How old is she?
She's 41.
I don't remember her origin.
Where?
Oh yeah. Where is she?
From.
Where from is she?
Where is she from? Where is she?
Okay. Where is she from?
She's from Scotland.
What is her occupation?
She's a nurse. Okay, very good. Now, Roman, are you there? Thank you, Edward. Thanks a lot. Andres Roman, are you there?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, Andres, you are going to, I'm going to ask you the questions on Ralph and you give me the responses, okay?
The same question of the
same questions. I'm going to ask you the questions about the name, last name, and you give me the responses on Ralph, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, what's his name?
My name is Ralph.
Using the information. Okay, no, his name. What's his name? ¿Cuál es su nombre? El de...
He is Ralph.
Thank
His
you.
name is Ralph.
What's his last name?
His last name is Fisher.
How old is he?
He's 18 years old.
Very good. Where is he from?
He's from Germany.
Yes, and what's his occupation?
He is a musician.
Good, musician. Okay, he's a musician. Now we are going to change roles. Now
Okay.
you ask me the questions on Ralph, and I will give you the responses, yes?
Okay. Who is her name?
What's his name? What's his name?
What's his name?
Okay, his first name is Ralph.
What's her last name?
His last name, yes?
I don't understand. O sea, es una mujer. Estoy preguntando.
Este es tu nombre, Ralph.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. That's why.
Hombre es he y mujer es she.
Hombre es he, mujer es she. Posesivo
Vale.
para hombre es his y posesivo para mujer, her. Okay?
Okay.
So,
His
continue.
name, her name.
Exactly.
Okay. Who is
What's his?
what's his last name?
What's his last name? Good. His last
Okay.
name is Fisher.
Okay. No, esa me quedó grande. How age is her?
How old is he? Okay.
How old? Que
is-
tan viejo es. Sí. How old is he?
How old is he? He is 18 years old.
Okay. How from his?
Where is he from?
Where is he from?
He's from Germany.
No tener la estructura me confunde.
Okay, and here is
Perdón.
what is, no, don't worry, you are just practicing, yes? What is his occupation? What is his occupation?
What is his occupation?
Okay, I'm going to type the questions again on the chat for everyone, yes? So my first question, the first question that you can check for Ralph, what is his last name? About Ralph. There's a mistake here, sorry. Is his last name? Okay, that's the first one. That's the second one. Then we have the question for the age. How old is he? Or how old is she? Question about the origin is where is he or she from? Where is he or she from? And question about the activity, what, and we can use contraction, what's his or her occupation. Occupation. Now the questions are in the chat, yes? How old is he? Where is he, she from? What is her or his occupation? Okay. Any questions? ¿Tienen alguna pregunta hasta el momento? Tell me on the chat, yes or no, if you have any questions. ¿Alguna pregunta? Okay, no questions. So let's continue. Let's continue with the next piece of information. Here, what we are going to do is to practice asking yes, no questions with the verb to be. So our verb to be in present is am, is, and are, yes? And my question here is, who am I? We're going to practice yes, no questions. So remember that if we have a sentence like, I am a doctor, or she is an actress. What is the question? What is the question? Is she an actress? Yes? Okay. So I can make the question like this. Is she an actress? That's the question. We change the position, right? Is she an actress? Now, what happens if my sentence is I am an actress. I am an actress. Look at the chat. The question is she an actress? Yes. So what we do is to change the order. Am I an actress? Okay. We change the order. Okay. Now, if the sentence is I am 25 years old. I am 25 years old. Look at the chat. The sentence is I am 25. What is the question? What is a yes no question? ¿Cómo convertiríamos eso en una pregunta sí o no? I am 25 years old. ¿Cómo la cambiamos a pregunta? I am, ahí está positiva. That is positive. I am 25 years old. If we want to make the question, what is the order? We change the position. Are you, okay, thank you, Edward. Are you 25 years old? Okay, so that's the way we do the yes, no questions. We change the position. Okay, am I, exactly, that's possible as well. Juan Pablo, thank you. Am I 25 years old? That's good. Okay, so what we are going to do here is like this person that you have here, the question is, who am I? ¿Quién soy yo? And what you are going to do is with the questions and the responses, you are just going to answer yes or no. Yes? I'm going to answer, excuse me, yes or no. And with the information, with the responses, you are going to identify who the person is. Entonces, aquí les van a aparecer unas preguntitas, preguntas sí o no. Y ustedes van a leer las respuestas y van a identificar con esas respuestas quién es esta persona. Esta persona no soy yo, es una persona famosa, famosa en nuestro país. Okay, so with this information, you are going to get the responses, yes? So I'm going to start clicking. Let's check. So the first one, the first question is, are you Colombian? And he says, yes, I am. Second question, are you from Santa Marta? And the response is, yes, I am. Okay, are you a woman? And the response, no, I'm not. Next one, are you married? Yes, I am. Next is, are you a singer? Yes, I am. And is your name Falcao? No, it's not. Have you identified the person? Do you know who the person is? ¿Ya identificaron al personaje? Si lo identificaron, escriban el nombre en el chat. Okay, Juan Pablo has typed something. More responses? More participants? Okay, well, so exactly. Let's check if it's, Juan Pablo says that it's Carlos Vives. So let's check the information. Yes, I am. I'm Carlos Vives. Okay, very good. Now, here we're going to continue with a different character. And look, here we don't have questions. Aquí no tenemos preguntas. Ustedes las van a escribir y yo les voy a contestar en el chat sí o no. ¿Ok? Similar to this one. Similar to this. Using the verb to be. ¿Ok? Similar. And I'm going to answer yes, I am, no, I am not, until you identify who the person is. ¿Ok? So I'm going to... Los invito a que me pregunten por el chat. Okay. Are you a man? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a man. Okay. More questions? Edward asked, are you Colombian? And I answered, no, I'm not. I'm not Colombian. So you know that I am a man and I am not Colombian. Continue asking questions. So here we have Edward ask, are you from America? And I say, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And Fabian asked, are you a gymnastics person? No. Well, so, I am in sports. So, no, not exactly. I'm just going to tell you this. I'm in sports. Okay. Questions? Now you know that I'm not American, I'm not Colombian, I am a man. Edward asked, do you practice football? Are you a soccer player? No, I'm not. I'm not a soccer player. No, I'm not. Are you, do you speak Spanish? Yes, I do. I speak Spanish. Denia asked, are you a singer? And I say, no, I'm not a singer. I'm not. I sing in the bathroom. Okay. No, I'm not a singer. Are you an actor? I think no, not really. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not an actor. More questions? Well, Denia asked, do you have sons? And I think I don't. I don't have children. I think I don't have any children. I think I am single. I think. Okay. Remember, I speak Spanish. I am not Colombian. I am not American. I am in sports. I think I don't have any children. I am not an actor. More questions? Remember that I am in sports. I am not a soccer player. More questions? Teacher, give me a clue. Okay. Well, this sport, the sport that I practice, I make a lot of money. And I am in a very high position in the rank of this sport. Do you live in South America? No. No, okay, this is a clue. I live in Spain. I think I live in Spain. No? I live in Spain. Maybe do you practice your golf sport? Yes. I practice tennis. I am a tennis player. Okay, in Spain, I think I born in Spain. Okay. Well, no idea. I play tennis. I am from Spain. I am a man. Yes, I think I have a lot of trophies. I think I have a lot of trophies of tennis. Yes, because I'm very good. I am very good at tennis. I'm very good at tennis. I'm a master in tennis. More questions? No, no idea about the name. Who am I? Tell me the name. Do you know the name of this person, this character? No? No idea. Okay. Are you Nadal? And let's check. Let's check if I am Nadal. Exactly. I am Nadal. Very good. Well done. Thank you. Yes. Okay. This is practicing yes, no questions. Okay. Nadal. Now, we have the routine. And look at the character. What's his name? Who is he? Who is this character? Who is this person? What is his activity? Type on the chat. What's his activity? Escriban en el chat quién es esta persona, cuál es su actividad. What's his activity, please? Type on chat. Who's this person? Okay, he is the US president. Yeah, he is the USA. Yes, he is the president of the United States. And in this information, we have the routine or Donald Trump's routine. We have the time and the different activities. Okay? So check the vocabulary that you understand. Tell me if you have questions about the vocabulary. I'm going to read that for you. At 5:30 a.m., wake up, read several newspapers. At 8:30, begin work, possible dinner break if plans are made. At 10, leave work. At 11, from 11:30 to, excuse me, from 11 to 11:30, get ready for bed. Okay? Any questions about vocabulary? ¿Tienen preguntas acerca de este vocabulario? Any questions about vocabulary? Any questions on vocabulary? Begin, okay. Vocabulary, begin. Begin is the same as, is a synonym of start, yes? To begin. I begin class at 10, I start class at 10, okay? That's a synonym. Begin, iniciar, comenzar. Okay, and is the rest of vocabulary clear? The rest of words? No more questions? Okay, no more questions so far. Okay, well, so I'm going to show you the first question. Question, and you have to look at the agenda of Donald, of Mr. Trump, and you are going to answer the question. What does Donald do at 5:30 in the morning? What does he do? Look at the information and give me the response. Write the response on the chat. What does Donald do at 5:30 in the morning? Escriban la respuesta a esta pregunta. Una respuesta larga, okay? Please type that on the chat, yes? Escriban la respuesta en el chat, por favor. What does Donald do at 5:30? Okay. Well, ¿Alguna respuesta? ¿Qué hace Donald a las 5:30? Okay. Well, so I'm going to show you the response, one of the possible responses. Here we have, he wakes up and reads newspaper. He wakes up. Remember that when we talk about he or she, that is the third person singular, what we do is present, we have to modify there. And how do we modify? What we usually do is that we add an S to the verb, wakes and reads, yes? Wakes and reads. He wakes up and reads newspaper. Now I'm going to continue with question number 2. Question number 2 is, what does he do at 8:30? What does he do at 8:30? Okay. Type the response on the chat. ¿Qué hace él a las 8:30? Escriban si quieren. Los invito a que escriban la respuesta en el chat. Una frase larga. ¿Qué hace él a las 8:30? Type the response on the chat. Okay, so Edward said that he reads. That was the one before. How about question number 2? What does he do at 8:30? Okay. Yes, Juan Pablo says he began to work. He began to work. Lorena says he began to work. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to check the response. He begins work, okay? Why? Because we are using he or she. That's important, okay? That when we use he or she, we have to modify the verb. Very good, thank you. Now continue with question number 3. Question number 3 says, what time does he finish work? What time does he finish work? Write the response on the chat. What time does he finish work? Okay. Sí, escriban la respuesta. He leaves, Edward says he leaves work. At what time? What is the time? What time does he leave work? Okay, good. He leaves work at 10. Yes, or yes, good. He leaves work at 10. And let's check the response. The response here, it says, Donald finishes work at 10. Okay, yes, again, we have to highlight that when we use he or she, we have to modify the verb, yes? Wakes, reads, begins, finishes, okay? Now, question number 4. What time does he go to bed? What time does he go to bed? What is the response to this question? What's the answer? What time does he go to bed? Type on the chat. What time does he go to bed? He goes to bed at 11:30. Very good, Edward. Okay, he goes to bed at 11:30. Yes, that's the correct response. He goes to bed at 11 or 11:30. That's okay, because here we have these hours. Okay, very good. Well, Edward, do you want to read the conversation with me? Would you like to read the conversation with me?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to start with the questions and you with the responses, and then we change roles, okay?
Okay.
Good. So what does Donald do at 5:30 a.m.?
He wakes up and reads newspapers.
Good. What does he do at 8:30?
He begins work.
What time does he finish work?
Donald finishes work at 10 p.m.
What time does he go to bed?
He goes to bed at 11 p.m.
Okay, very good. Now we're going to change and you start asking the questions and going to read the responses, yes?
Okay. What does Donald do at 5:30 a.m.?
He wakes up and reads newspapers.
What do he do at 8:30?
He begins work.
What time does he finish work?
Donald finishes work at 10.
What time does he go to bed?
He goes to bed at 11 o'clock. Okay, very good. Well, and thank you, Edward. Let's check here the chat, 1 second. Okay, well, so people, it has been a pleasure being with you today. I think our time is up. So we invite you to join the different workshops that the university offers, the laboratories, the workshops. Gracias por su participación. Espero que este trabajo que hemos hecho les haya servido. Los invitamos a que se unan a todos los talleres y laboratorios que se hacen de inglés para que tengan la oportunidad de practicar con los diferentes tutores. Y bueno, muchas gracias por estar acá. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you, Edward, and Roman, and Laura, and Lorena, the names that I remember, for being here, participating. Thank you, Doctora Patricia, for your participation. So it's been a pleasure being here with you today. Thanks for joining this workshop today. Okay?
Gracias, profe. Los estudiantes están